Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the Oops That Was Out Loud, the podcast where I say what you're thinking just out loud. Hey guys, this is episode 4 or 3. I don't even know, y'all. Today has been a long day. That's how you know. I don't even know what podcast it is. Episode it is. I hope you guys are doing good because I had a day today. If you think you had a day today, I had a day today. And if you did have a day today, we're going to get through it together because that's just how life is. Life throws you curveballs. And I was like, I didn't. And actually, yesterday I was supposed to do the podcast video because the podcast comes out at 10 a.m. on Fridays. Um, they come out tonight, 10 a.m. on Fridays, but I record them on Thursday so that they're ready for Friday at 10 a.m. But yesterday, what was it? Oh, I was studying for my tests that I had today. I had 3 tests back to back because spring break is coming up, so my teachers wanted to give me tests today. So I had English, anatomy, and psychology. So I only studied for my anatomy because anatomy to me is way more important than English and psychology. So I'll tell you the grades I got because actually the grades were posted. English, I got a 75. Barely did not even study, so that's not that bad. And anatomy, I studied a little bit. I got an 81. And then psychology was a quiz, and it was only 10 questions, and I got a 70. Not too much on me, y'all. Again, had a day. So yeah, and I wanted to low key leave early. Mind you, everybody was stressing for anatomy. I'm surprised I did that good because I studied, but I didn't retain what I actually studied. So I'm surprised I passed with the 81. Um, Everybody was worried about what they got and everything, and then like how to study or whatnot. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the Kahoot was, if you don't know what Kahoot is, like a little quiz thing. The Kahoot was locked because there was a certain amount of people that are able to study it, I guess. So the Kahoot was locked, and the only thing we were had were Chat GPT questions. Um, and I wasn't able to make second honors because of my anatomy grade. It's literally because I don't want to say names, but my teacher. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so I basically had a day today. I'm finally home. I'm happy that I'm home, and after this, I'm gonna edit this and take a nap because my brain hurts, y'all. And when I was doing this podcast, I was in my psychology class after taking my exam, after taking my quiz. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like usually, cause as you know, my I record on Thursday, and then usually I would have my topic by Wednesday. Didn't have a topic on Wednesday because I knew I couldn't record on Thursday. So I was like, I'm just gonna worry about Friday, and then Friday psychology class, I'll worry about my topic. Did not know what to talk about, so I was like, I'll figure out when I get home. Then what happened, and I was like, and then in my gym class, I was like, I'm gonna talk about that, so you guys know how it really is, as a high school student, because guys, today it really ate me up. Like it really ate me up. So if you see me crying, not too much because today if you were in my shoes, you would understand why I'm crying. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Um, and if you have any comments or anything you guys want to say, let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. And I love you guys so much. I know I don't say that a lot, but I really do appreciate every single 23 viewers that I have for watching. It really does mean a lot to me as a small content creator. Um, very, very small content creator. It really means a lot. So when my friends say, I'm watching podcast or I love your podcast or whatever, or I'm proud of your, just something small like that, or when the podcast is coming out, I actually take it to heart because it actually means a lot to me. Because when I was doing my podcast, I didn't think this was gonna go anywhere. I didn't think I was actually gonna come out with 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 episodes. I didn't think none of it, and I don't think this was ever gonna actually happen. And actually, I was actually, before I tell y'all, I was actually thinking of canceling my podcast. I know. I shouldn't have even had let that thought come in. Shouldn't have even let it. But yeah. So okay. So y'all gonna know my podcast. Oops, that was allowed. Love it. Love y'all. Love everyone who watches. Um, y'all know my podcast. And when I first did my podcast, my friend actually was the one who was like, "Hey, you should do this podcast." I was like, "Hey, okay, I'm gonna do it." So I did it. Um, and I knew when I was doing this, people were gonna see it. And I do have another TikTok account where it's like I do my get ready with me's, my TikToks, my curly hair videos. I do all of it on that account. People know about that account, and I'm okay with that because I only care. That's a cutesy account. Whatever. You barely hear my voice in it, and if you do, like, it's cute. It's not like I'm a man, I'm a man, raspy like cigarette mom voice. You know what I mean? So yeah. So people know I have that account. And I knew when I was starting my podcast, I knew what I was getting into, but I didn't know what I was getting to was gonna lead into this. Um, so yeah, so people, yeah, people from my school knew that I was having a podcast. People saw it on their For You pages because I was posting it constantly on my TikTok. I was posting on my Instagram story. It was going everywhere. And I was following certain hashtag or bold certain people from my school. I was following. I wasn't following everybody because if you know, high school is like literally I want to call it a prison. It's a prison. I promise you. If you don't have good friends, your school is a prison. So, yeah. And people are weird, toxic, and just not fun, or not even fun. They're just not nice at all. You might occasionally see some nice people, but mostly no. And then now you guys understand why I want to go to college for this purpose only. So yeah, so I knew people from my school was actually they were gonna see it, and people were telling me that they saw it on the For You pages. I was like, cool, fun, nothing crazy. Me and my math teacher are like this. We're so tea. So I told him that I was gonna start a podcast, and he followed me and whatnot, and he was giving me pointers. And me and my math teacher, we make jokes. You know, it's cool, it's cutesy, nothing crazy, nothing rude, nothing out the ordinary. We knew where our boundary was, and oh, sorry, I got a notification on my Apple Watch. We knew where their boundary was, and we didn't go from that boundary. It just stayed through that wall, and that was it. So yeah, so he knew about the podcast. He would mention it here and there. But then I realized certain like people that I didn't want to see my podcast started seeing my podcast. And I was like, okay, whatever. They're not saying anything about it, so I'm not gonna be bothered by it. And I knew that people were gonna like people that I didn't want to see were gonna see it eventually. So it's just like, okay, whatever. Like I wasn't gonna let it bother me. I'm like, okay, cool, cutesy, whatever, whatever. Okay, so I'm in my math class. My math teacher was asking me, "Are you dropping another episode out?" I was like, "Yeah," but I had an anatomy test that I told him the whole shebang. And that anatomy test couldn't post it on Thursday, posting it today after school when I'm done. And then that's when he was like, "Hee hee ha ha," funny joke. He said, "Everybody, pull up my podcast. Extra credit for anyone who pulls it up." There's this kid. There's this there's this person in my no, I don't want to say person. There's people in my okay, I'm gonna say people. There's people in my class who were doing it, and they were like, "Oh, I saw you on my For You page," and they were like, and then my math teacher was like, "This is how you go viral. You have to have everybody watch it." I said, "Please no," because certain people that I didn't want to see in my podcast were in that class. So I was like, "No, please don't do that." Like I was actually no, please don't do that. He was like, "No, we're gonna put it on the board so everybody could see, so everybody can watch." And then so I was like, "Yeah, no, like please don't do that. That's like the most embarrassing thing. It's like if a mom was yelling at you at your graduation, like she was like reprimanding you at your graduation. That was embarrassing. So like, please don't do that." So he didn't do it. So then there are people in my class, and they pulled it up, and they were like making jokes about it, and I was like, haha, funny, laughing, um whatever. I was like, haha, funny, you're so funny, right? So then they were making comments. I was like laughing with them. I was like, yeah. And then I started making my own jokes, so it didn't seem like I cared. You know what I mean? And then they played my podcast clip, one of my clip out loud. And it's like my intro, and it's like a couple seconds of my intro, and it was out loud because it's me speaking in the microphone, and it was out loud. And right there and then, I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, guys. was like taking your ugliest picture of you sleeping and posting it on, or no, for your whole class to see. Now I know what I said, like I know people are gonna see it, but I didn't, like it's fine if they were watching it, but I didn't want it to be heard out loud. Like I didn't want it to be, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want it to be out loud, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh my gosh. So then I started laughing. I was like, haha, so funny. And then it just started getting to me. Like, I don't know. I guess it was just my pot, like, just the comments, because they were, okay, they were making fun of me. I'm just gonna say it like that. No, they were making fun of me. They were making fun of me and my podcast, and I'm like, bro, like I was laughing because I didn't want it to let it bother me. I wanted to be nonchalant. I'm like, no, this is not bothering me. I'm just laughing with you guys. I'm not crying. What are you talking about? There was tears coming down my eyes, guys, because it was bothering me. I was like, no, like I'm laughing. What are you guys talking about? Like I was like gaslighting everybody. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm laughing. And that's why my friends were laughing because I was laughing with them. They're like, bro, what? Like, she's laughing. Like, she, like, you know what I mean? But no, like, you could tell, like, it was rude. Like, these people who said that were rude. Like, they were rude. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, so they started laughing at me. I'm like, bro, like, are you serious? So that's when I started laughing, but tears are coming down my face. And I'm like, bruh. So then they leave, and then that's when I actually start crying. Because it's like the fact that you're making fun of me is not even funny. Like I don't know, I don't think I could cry enough right now. But no, trust me, in class and I was crying. Like in school I was crying. Because it's literally it was so embarrassing, guys. Everybody was there. Everybody that I knew was there. They were like making fun of what is it called? They were making fun of the invisible senior. You know, the one post I have. They were making fun of me. It's like they were like, "Oh, you're not an invisible senior. We know you." I'm like, "Okay, but that's a topic that I was talking about." Like and it got me so annoyed. Actually, I was actually crying because it's like you're making fun of me. Like, let's say if I was your little sister or something, and somebody was making fun of me, you would want to get the person who was making fun of your little sister, would you? Exactly. So why are you doing that? And I was like, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't, like I really wanted to cancel my podcast there and then, y'all. I was like, if this is how people are gonna treat me, I don't know. Like I didn't want this to happen ever again. Nothing. But then my friend was like, you're just gonna give them the satisfaction of you doing that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. No, I'm not gonna do that. So I didn't cancel my podcast, and boom, here I am today talking about how I'm feeling and how I don't care. Okay, because at the end of the day, I'm a person who I have feelings. I have feelings, and I'm able to cry. Okay, I'm able to cry. So the fact that you made me feel like that in class was actually rude. And then they have the audacity, 2 periods after, to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that." I'm like, no, you're just saying that to make yourself feel better because you finally know you pushed your limits, and now you're just feeling sorry for me. And I was like, no, I don't accept your apology. But guys, also I also am a person, and I'm gonna own up to it. I'm also a person where it's like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to them, and the next day I talk to them. That's me. But like, it's not over a big deal. It's like, you know what I mean? If it's like, it's not over like some, like they were talking bad about me. No, it's just like they were just like making fun of me, and then the next day I'll go back talking to them. So yeah, so I'm not. So then I was like, no, I'm not talking to you. Like, don't talk to me. And the person or the people or whatever, whoever was doing this, they're funny. Like they are funny. They have their certain points where, yeah, you're funny. I'll give you that. You make funny jokes of me. I'll give you that. Like I laugh with you or whatnot. But the only reason why I was laughing with you today was because I didn't want to see the reaction. Because I didn't want to see you. I didn't want you to see me cry. I didn't want you to see me uh get the satisfaction that you wanted me to cry. I didn't want that. But I have feelings, y'all. I'm gonna cry. You know, I'm a sensitive person. I'm a sensitive, goofy person, guys. I'm nice to everybody. I don't confront nobody. You could be talking the worst thing behind my back and I don't even say anything to you. I let you continue to do that. Type of person I am. I'm not gonna go confront you about it or whatever like that. No, I'm not. I'm not that person to confront you about it. But today, and then even if, okay, and let's say even if I did confront them about it and be like, oh, you're weird for that, or whatever, whatever, they'd be like, oh, you're weird. You know what I mean? They would mock me like that, and it would be so annoying, guys, because it's like, and and I don't even have to. It's not even okay. I don't have to deal with it just today. It's like almost every day, like but they make their jokes, and it's okay. Like, I don't like though, like the ones that they do every day, like I don't really care. Like those are not to extent, but no, today that was to an extent, and that actually bothered me, and I didn't appreciate that because it's like, how are you gonna say, "Oh, I'm a genuine person," but then you're gonna make somebody cry for something that they do and that they like? Like, how does that make sense? Like, why can't you be like, "Oh, that's good. When is the next podcast coming out?" Or be like, "Hey, I'm proud of you," or whatever like that. Why can't you be positive? Why do you have to go out of your way and make fun of someone? Like, you actually have no life. Like, what? Like, and that's why I wanted to be real with you guys. And I didn't want to come sit here and sit on my podcast and be like, "Oh, hey guys, okay, I'm fine." No, I'm not fine. I was crying. I was crying, and I was crying hard. And I was contemplating about canceling my podcast or not because the way people had made me feel today, the way that they put my podcast out like that, I did not. I was like, should I even do this? And then my friend was like, "No, you should do this because you're gonna give them the satisfaction of you canceling your." No, you're not. You work too hard and you want to continue doing this. Yeah, I do. I want to continue doing my podcast, and I want to continue doing this and pursuing this because I'm not pursuing this for money. I'm not doing that. I want people to actually enjoy and watch my podcast and be like, "Oh, hey, I agree with you. Oh, hey, what you're feeling is not weird at all. I feel the same way." Or, "Hey, girl, like I really appreciate for you saying that," or whatever, whatever, whatever. Like, I want people to feel like that. I don't want people having to come on here and feel weird about it or anything. Like, no. And that's why I wanted to sit here and be real with y'all and tell y'all how I felt, because ain't no way. I was like, no, like somebody might be getting made fun of. Guess, girl, I'm a senior and I'm getting made fun of my podcast. Yes, I was crying in my math classroom because I was getting made fun of on my podcast. That was me. And guess what? I'll do it again. I don't care. Like, at this point, like, now maybe they're gonna on Monday morning, because I have school maybe on Monday morning, and be like, "Oh yeah, what's it called? I saw you talking about it on the podcast." I'm like, okay, and like, at this point, like, I didn't want to care and I wanted to be nonchalant about it, but I'm a human. I have feelings, and what you did wasn't good. Like, what you did was terrible. Like, what you did was disgusting. Like, it was rude as heck, and I'm not gonna. And I was like, "No, I'm not forgiving you." I'm not forgiving, because you're just saying that so you can feel better about yourself, and so you and your guilty conscience doesn't have to feel bad for yourself. So no, I don't forgive you. And if you get made fun of, so do I, girl. And I was literally, and my friend, I'm so I'm so grateful that I have a friend like that. She was literally like, "Oh girl, what's it called? Don't cancel your podcast. Those people don't really care about you. Like, they just want to hate on you, whatever." And it's like, you're so right. Like, and I'm like, and it's people like, these people are like, so like, boys are boys. Like, ew. Like, that's why I'm like disgusted, because my girls, I know girls, there's some girls who are bitchy like that and who would probably talk crap about me behind their back, but at least I could speak to girls and they won't be rude about it, and they'll actually be like, "Yes, queen, like I love that for you." No, boys are piece of dipshits, bruh. And that's why, oh my gosh, bruh, like, oh my, I could literally crash out here right now. But yeah, y'all, so that was my day, and it was actually like really bad because I started crying again in gym class, and then and people actually saw me, like, and it wasn't like just like people were asking me, "Oh, are you okay?" Like, yeah, I'm okay, but the fact that you have to ask me if I'm okay, like, I don't like that. Like, I didn't like that I was crying in front of my classes, or not in front of my class, and my just in my school. Like, I don't like crying in front of people. Like, even though that's like, it shouldn't make me like weak or whatnot, it did. Like, I felt weak. Like, I don't know. It's just like not cute. Like, I just did not like it. Like, and if somebody does that, girl, I relate to you. If somebody makes fun of you, I can relate to that, because I get made fun of. And I'm not even rude, y'all. Like, if I was rude and I was a bitch to everybody, I would understand. But I'm not even. I'm a nice, bubbly person. Like, I get along with a lot of people. I don't have any obs. I don't have any problems with anybody. I don't like get into problems. I don't have beef with anybody. I'm a really genuine, nice person. Like, I get along with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I love everyone. Like, I'm not rude to anyone. Like, no. Like, so the fact that that happened to me, I was like, you couldn't have done that to anybody else, but you made fun of me. And it's like, and I get it because they know that I'm an easy target because like I don't know, because first of all I have a podcast, I guess, and second of all because I don't know, I'm just nice. Like, I don't know why the nice people are always the ones to get made fun of. And it was not even like in my 8th grade school year. Like, I never got made fun of like this, but like, I was always like the weird, quirky girl, you know, always with the weird, quirky group of kids. And I didn't want that name for myself in high school. I wanted to be with the popular kids. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be fun. Nope. I still get made fun of in high school. And then y'all ask me why I want to go to college because in college they won't do this to me. I won't in college I won't have to speak to nobody. Like I won't have to speak to nobody. I could go walk up past and be like, "Who are you?" Like I don't need to talk to anybody. And that's what I dislike people in my school. Like people in my school are so toxic. They're so weird. Like, oh my gosh. And it's like and I was like, yeah, no, I really do have to make my podcast about this topic because there's no way that I'm not going to talk about this because I know somebody's going to feel like this. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, in the end of the day, I'm going to be real and raw. I don't have any tears to cry, but trust, I was definitely crying in my, I was definitely crying in my gym class. I was crying in my class. And even my math teacher, he was like, yeah, I know it bothers you. Um, and so I went to guidance. Was like, bro, like no, like I didn't want them to see me crying. I didn't want them to see that they got an attention out of me. I didn't want none of that. But I was like, no, like don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. You're rude. You're disgusting. Like no. So I was like, and it's just like, and that's why I didn't want people to see my podcast, and I didn't want anybody from my school to actually even see it. Because I was scared because I was scared that this was gonna happen. But I had to realize, like, in the end, like, there's always gonna be. I don't want to say this because this sounds cliche, but the haters are gonna hate. Like, people are really gonna be down on you because there are people in my school. There are people in my school who do hype me up. Who are like, "Yes, girl, love that podcast," or "When's the next podcast episode coming out?" or whatnot. Like, it really, like, people. It's not that hard to be nice. Like, I don't know why everybody has to act like a bitch and have to be rude and make fun of people. Like, no, like I don't know why it seems to be funny and seems that like that's what you have to do. No, you don't. I don't know why people play it so hard to be nice. Like, why can't you just be nice? Why do you have to act so different and act like a bitch? Like, that's not cute. Like, ew, I hate that. Like, oh my gosh, I hate that for people. Like, it pisses me off so hard because you can see the prettiest person, prettiest, cutest boy, cutest girl, and they'll act like a bitch. That makes you look ugly automatically. Like, I hate that, and it's so annoying. And I swear, like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, it really irked me. And I had that day, like I said, like my day was not going good. Like, I already had 3 tests. I wanted to go home. I wanted to take a nap. I did not want to have to deal with this dumb shit in my school, bro. And my school is so freaking toxic and so weird, and I just want to get out of it. And I just don't want to be in my school anymore. And I love my friends. I love my friends who asked me if I was doing okay. Um and I love them for that. And I love the people in my school who are like supporting me and asking me if I'm okay and saying, "Oh, you're doing good and I'm proud of you." And I actually got a message from my old friend from middle school like 3 weeks ago. She was like, "Girl, I love your podcast, love what you're doing, miss you so much. I love you too, girl." Like, oh my god. Whoever's watching my podcast, I really hope you guys like know that you guys are loved, and you guys, whoever likes it and whatnot, like I really hope it really does mean a lot to me because what people are saying to me, it gets to me. I'm a human, duh, it gets to me. I have feelings, so obviously what they're saying is gonna get to me. And I, even though I really wish it didn't, and I wish I had a block up, and I wish I was like everybody else who'd be like, "Oh girl, I don't give a fuck, like I don't care." Like, no, I care. So, and it's like, bruh, like, no, I care. Like, I actually genuinely care. So I don't understand why it's so like hard for me to not cry and for all that, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, bruh, like it's so annoying, you know what I mean? Okay guys, this is me finally. I realized I didn't make an outro. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you aren't alone if you feel the same way that I do, because totally get it. I love you guys so much. Let me know what you guys like to see. Leave comments down below in the comment section. I love you guys so much. And thank you for all your love and support. Bye, queens.